Hello, everyone, and welcome to this 5:30 matchup in the boys NIT between the Rogersville Wildcats and the Notre Dame Bulldogs. I'm Brady Richard alongside my partner Dalton Herring. If you're just now tuning in to this Nixa Invitational tournament, last game it was Winnetonka. The Winnetonka Griffins defeating the Hillcrest Hornets in that one. Dalton, what'd you think of that game?
Yeah, Brady, Winnetonka just had their way all game. You know, they pressured them all night. They trapped them. They had their way on defense, which turned into offensive points off turnovers. Hillcrest had some good moments. They'd cut the lead down to like 3. They'd get back in it within 3. And then Winnetonka would just come back and extend the lead even more. It seemed like every time Hillcrest would do something good, Winnetonka would come back and do something great. And that's ultimately how they won. Winnetonka just had to match or had to answer for every single thing that Hillcrest did.
Yeah, and I think something great is what this Notre Dame Bulldogs team is going to want to do if they want to beat this Rogersville Wildcats team tonight. They're coached by head coach John Schaefer. This series got his squad at 13-3. They got second place in the blue and gold tournament. I believe they lost to Kickapoo. And his career coaching record, 519, 211. So very good percentage while coaching. He wins a lot. He knows how to win. Tonight, I'm going to say Chase Branham's one of your guys to watch. He's got offers from Mizzou, Iowa State, K-State, lots of others, 6'3" sophomore.
Yeah, he's going to be the guy that Notre Dame needs to stop to have a chance in this one. As you said, he's a 6'3" sophomore. They're going to have an answer for him. They're going to have an answer for him coming down this one.
Yeah, him along with Marcus Moore, Titus Moore, and Jace Pettiford. Those 4 will be some of the big dogs to look out for if this Bulldogs team wants to have a shot at this one. We actually saw the Cape Notre Dame Bulldogs last week in the girls' NIT as well, where they played. But it's the boys' team this week, Notre Dame Bulldogs versus the Rogersville Wildcats. We're going to send it down to PA announcer Eric Michelle. We'll be back after starting lineups.
So excited you have joined us. Also, Pregame, Vice President Nixa. They take care of the food for all of our coaches and the hospitality group. They do a fantastic job. Could not do it without them. Well, Postgame number 2. We will feature the Rogersville Wildcats on the home side of the scoreboard. And on the visitor side will be the Cape Notre Dame Bulldogs. So, folks, let's meet the Cape Notre Dame Bulldogs. He's a 5'10" senior. Number 1 is Logan McElway. He's a 6' senior. Number 3, Colton Johnson. He's a 6'4" senior. Number 5, Brett Dong. He's a 6' senior. Number 11, Brandon Schumacher. He's a 6'3" sophomore, number 3, Chase Branham. He's a 6'3" senior, wears the number 4 in jersey, Dave Smith. He's a 6'3" senior, double 2 toes back, Chase Pettiford. He's a 6'5" freshman, number 34, Titus Moore. And he's a 6'7" junior forward, number 44, Marcus
Game 2 of the first day of the boys Nixa Invitational Tournament is underway. Logan Rogersville in white, Cape Notre Dame in black. Now look at your starters for Cape Notre Dame. And here are the starters for the Wildcats. It will be 44, Marcus Moore and Brett DeHogany. Jump won by the Wildcats. Looks like Bulldogs are going to win it for a second, but here's Branham near the logo. Branham's guarded by Landowy, senior guard, and they're moving it around, looking inside for the big man down low. He'll put up a shot, puts the man to the floor, get a rebound and put that one up, and seeing that Titus, number 20 for the Bulldogs. See a number 20 on my roster, so minus 21. Easy score for Rogersville. It's Bulldogs on the other side. They're swinging it around the arc, look to the corner to Landowy. You lose the ball, trying to kick it out to Johnson, and will sail out of bounds. Wildcat basketball. Pettiford passing it in for Rogersville. Get it back now. Smith. Smith guarded by Landowy, looks over to Pettiford. He was looking for a lob to Branham, but miscommunication, and it will be the Bulldogs' ball. Landowy crosses the timeline. Screen brought on from DeHogany. And we used it, now working in the corner. Driving in, kicks it out, swung around, thought about it, kicks it one more. Poked in the eye. Travel called, and I think Johnson's arguing for elbow.
Yeah, Brady, he got hit in the eye. Kind of turned around and walked back. They called a travel. I think he was wanting the foul call. No, I think he was wanting the foul call, and so they turned around and walked away. They got the travel instead.
Very odd. Two quick face injuries for these Bulldogs. We'll hope Colton Johnson and company is okay. Rogersville ball, though. A little over a minute elapsed. 2-0 Rogersville, and it's Moore working. Now Pettiford. Branham swing to the corner. Driving inside, hop stepping through the lane, puts it up, won't go. Fighting for the rebound, and foul called on Titus Moore. And we'll get another look at it. Good move inside, lands on two. Just misses, and yeah, just jumps on him. Landowy gives it off. Corner now, look inside. Shoemaker dumps it off for DeHogany, and he'll lay it in. Dohong. Excuse me. Kick out to Pettiford. His three-pointer short. Moore scrambles for the rebound, but it goes out of bounds, and it will be Cape Notre Dame basketball. Here's a look at that point from Dohan. I think a little bit of contact there as well. Trap brought on. Now passing it around over the head of number 22, Hayden Steimel.
Is that replay again? He had a guy there, just airmailed him.
Branham to the wing, back to Branham. Thought about the shot, kicks it to the corner, feeds it inside to Moore. Moore working inside, rises up and finishes. Bulldogs pushing the pace on the other side. Spin move through the lane, good move inside, and he finishes as well. Woo!
And that was a great move in the paint there. Quick finish.
Oh, and
Wow.
oh,
Wow.
what a move. Chase Branham moving inside. I mean, it's just back and forth right now. Landawee kicks it over to the corner now. Shoemaker out. 3-pointers up. Too strong, fighting for the rebound. It's up in the hands of Moore. Moore pushes it up to Branham. Branham to Moore, moving through the lane. And a charge. Here's another look at it. Good pass. Slow down. He might have moved that shoulder a bit, but I think it's too close. I think he made the right call.
I think it was the right call too, Brady.
I mean, you could argue, I feel like, if you looked at that replay, but in the moment, I think he made the right call.
Even if this was college with that arc down there, I think he was even outside of that arc if this was at the next level.
Stolen by Steimel. Steimel out of control on the other end. Guarded by Moore in the corner. He's got to get a pass off. Now to the corner. Jab step inside. Gets the shot up pretty. Trenton Shoemaker. Or Schumacher, excuse me. Branham with a quick 3-pointer, and he gets it to go. And that's why we said you got to look out for him. I mean, only a sophomore, but man, is he deadly. Already up to 5. Blocked in the corner. Kept alive by Dane Smith. The Wildcats on the other end now. Look to the corner to Branham once again. Fadeaway shot. He wanted a foul. Rebound by Moore. And he is the cleanup crew down low. 11-6 now. They lead by 5. Harden dumps it off to the middle. Swung around to Landawee now. Look to the corner. Schumacher. Now Landawee again. Back to Harden. Foul called near the elbow. Here, we'll look at it again.
Yep, just kind of reached over him. Can't do that there.
Reached over.
Inside.
Got a bit too happy. Swung too early. Inbounding will be Brett Dohan. He's looking for anyone. Got to get it in. Finds Harden. Harden looks inside. Good pass. Yeah, right to the rim. And that's just textbook offense. Couple extra passes, and it's a dream. And good cut inside from Branham. That was perfect timing, Shador Sanders would say.
Travel called.
Yeah. I heard, walk behind me. I was looking down at my board for names, but look at that cut from Branham, and good vision as well.
Like I mentioned earlier, Notre Dame's going to have to stop him. They haven't had an answer for him so far, as he's Rogersville's leading scorer.
And there's a hop step through the lane. Titus Moore, and he's getting off to a hot start. He's up to 6 points in this first quarter. Branham gets a jump in the lane, but he's not able to get a grasp, and that ball sails out of bounds. Brody Harden passing in for Notre Dame, 5'11" senior. Johnson gets a screen from Dohan. Harden will pick up his dribble, give to Johnson. To a cutter inside, tipped around. Moore tried to save it, but it will bounce out of bounds. Coming into the game is Logan Landawee. Here's a look. Yeah, good look inside, but Moore has got in the way. Good for anyone. Finds him over there, kicks it out. 3-pointer from the top of the arc is nothing but net. Colton Johnson. Now Landawee in transition. Throws it over to Johnson. Johnson driving inside, floater. Almost goes. Scramble for the rebound. Pass out to Harden. Harden swings it over. Lindaweed will try one, and Lindaweed bank is open.
That's what you need to do if you're Notre Dame. They've cut this lead back down to 1. They're going to need to hit their shots if they want to stay in this one with Logan Rogersville.
It's a swing to the corner. Pettiford, 3-pointer too strong. But what I'm liking from this Rogersville team is how much they pass the ball.
Yeah.
Corner 3 again, and he will get it.
Yeah, just like that.
Go.
They're passing the ball around, getting those guys open for those open, clean looks on the 3 ball.
Yeah, Jack Sutherland with that one, 6'2" freshman there, and it's just that extra pass from Branham. He could have taken that mid-range. He had it, but that kick to the corner to the more open man ended in the 3 and over the head of Dohan. Turnover, and it'll be the Wildcats' ball. So it'll be Branham for Rogersville. Rogersville with a 4-point lead. Notre Dame's been able to hang with them so far this first quarter, which I see as a win for Notre Dame, considering Rogersville, how good they've been this year.
Yeah, Rogersville's a super high-powered team this year, and Notre Dame's sticking right there with them.
And one finish. Number 34, Titus Moore, the freshman. Good pass aside from Branham. It's 2 people to jump, and that's just too easy. Ate that contact up. Will convert the and 1. So that brings it to 7-point lead for Rogersville, 21-14, 45 seconds left. Mentioned it in the first game a lot. You did, Dalton. 35-second shot clock, so can't just hold this one out for the final shot.
Yeah, Brady, I like that. It makes the game more energetic. As you see a 3 ball there from Notre Dame.
Yeah, Dohan lights one up from deep. He's up to 7 this game now. But now shot clock turned off, so Rogersville can hold it if they would like. And knowing this team, what I've watched, if they have an open shot, they're taking that open shot. Branham on an island with Colton Johnson. Look to the corner. Blocked out of bounds and in the hands of Pettiford. It will stay Logan Rogersville ball, 3.6 remaining. Pettiford throwing it in. Out. Buzzer beater 3 won't go. Tipped around, and that one's at the buzzer, and it's good. Bo Watts ends the first quarter with a bang, 23-17 with that floater from Bo Watts. We'll see it here. Tipped around, and let's see, from there was going a bit too quick. There in his hand. Oof. I don't think he got it off.
It in his hand. But it was a good heads-up play to get.
Yeah, good heads-up play.
They're how much time's on the clock?
Yeah, they're going to count it. I don't think he got it off based on that replay.
I don't think he did either.
Rogersville leads by 6, 23-17. Notre Dame's sticking around. We'll be back after this short break. (23-17) if you're just now joining us. I'm Brady Richard alongside my partner Dalton Herring. Rogersville leads this one 23-17, and a game that's been pretty close so far, wouldn't you say?
I would, Brady. And Notre Dame's done a great job weathering Logan Rogersville's first storm there in that first quarter as they start with the ball here in the second.
And here they are. Look inside is handled. Reverse layup, almost good. It was Dohan on the attempt. Now Brandon will bring it up for Rogersville. Between legs, pass to Pettiford. Pettiford pump fakes, feeds inside to Moore. And Moore uses size. Almost made it. It's the rebound. Now fighting around. I think they're going to call that one on Landowy finally. Lots of contact there inside from the Moore brothers. And the Bulldogs. Look inside to Moore, back out. Yeah, he got that pivot foot up for the travel. There he is. Lots of contact there. I'm surprised that foul took so long. Landowy, and the Bulldogs, picks up his dribble. Over to Johnson. Johnson guarded by Smith. Swings it over. Now look inside to the block. Walled up is Moore, and it's taken away by Pettiford. Pettiford moving in transition. Look to the corner to Branham. Branham steps into it and nails the shot from three-point land. Now Dohan runs into a brick wall, kicks it out. How about the corner three? Will step in for the mid-range, dump it off. Blocked by Branham. And it was touched by Jack Sutherland out of bounds.
Branham is Rogersville leading scorer with 9 right now. 10, excuse me. And Notre Dame's going to have to slow him down a little bit if they want to stay in this one.
So that fadeaway three from Johnson was almost good. Rolled around the rim. Branham tries to feed inside to Moore, but it's tipped right back out to Rogersville. And Sutherland is being pressed up by Landowy. Over to Pettiford. And I think I heard a warning being given out on the bench of the Bulldogs. So that'll stop play for a second. We're back into it as Smith gets the ball over to Pettiford as the Bulldogs have gotten to a 2-3 zone after Moore has terrorized them that whole first quarter. Now moving quickly, gives it to Dohan. Dohan left-hand layup just off the front of the glass, stolen away by the Bulldogs. And they will slow it down, give it to Landowy. Landowy, wide open lane to the rim, runs into his own player and can't get that one to go. Cross-court pass is no good on the three. Rebound from Moore. And a foul, I believe, will be charged to Landowy down low. Landowy's second.
Again.
I mean, lots of contact, but it looked like he hit the ball.
Yeah.
So it could go either way. Pettiford looks inside to Branham. Spin move through the lane. Takes the contact and one. Chase Branham down low gets big. And good move. Creates the contact. Finishes at the rim. Timeout called. Cape Notre Dame. Dalton, they've been off to a slow start this quarter. What do you think Cape Notre Dame's got to do?
Well, I've said it before. I got to say it again. They got to stop Branham. He's Rogersville's leading scorer. He's going to line to make a three-point play. They got to stop him. They got to weather Rogersville's defense too. They're smothering them on defense. Rogersville is. Like they can't get a whole lot going. They're down 11 to a extremely high-powered Rogersville team. They got to pass the ball around. They got to make those tough shots. They got to make those 50-50 balls. They got to get back in this one.
Yeah, and they were shooting well from the three-point line, but it seems like they've just kind of shied away from it in this quarter.
Agree, yeah.
Is Logan Landawee and Colton Johnson, their two makes their threes. I believe Brett Dohan has one as well. They've been pretty efficient from there, but just kind of shied away from it. So I'd like to see them shoot a couple more three-pointers, because especially if you can't score down low on Titus and Marcus Moore, who are 6'7" and 6'5". I'd like to go back to what was working, as Branham's at the line to try to convert his and one play and make it a 12-point lead for Rogersville. He will make the free throw, so 29-17. Landaway splits the defense, kicks it over to Schumacher. Back to Schumacher. Floater is short, rebounded by Sutherland.
That was the look you want from Notre Dame. Just got to be able to capitalize on those.
And a travel will be called on Pettiford, as smothering defense was brought on from Hayden Steimel. Bo Watts checks back into the game for Logrog. Look inside to Schumacher. Look to the corner, saved, and I believe that hit his leg. Yeah, the ref saw it.
I think it skinned his shoe.
Yeah, just off the top of his laces. No, stay Bulldogs basketball. Three-point attempt is blocked, and he thought he couldn't grab it. Now it's Branham on the other end, brings the contact and finishes at the rim as well. Landaway pushes it in transition. Wide open hole to the lane. He is fouled in his attempt.
Chase Brandon for Rogersville already up to 15 points in the first half. As Rogersville's up big here with 4:45 left to go.
Yeah, he's making it known why he deserves all these teams looking at him for colleges. I mean, he's been dominating so far, scoring. He's led his team to what was a 7-point lead to a 14-point lead. So if he can keep this up, then his team's got a good shot of running away with this one and not allowing Notre Dame to come back. As here he is, guarded by Landaway. Over the corner, Watts kicks it back out. Smith. Look to the corner to Sutherland. Some movement around the arc now. Back over to Smith. Smith takes the screen, dumps it off. Now driving in is Branham at the shot clock and bounces it up and in. Notre Dame on the other end, too strong on the mid-range attempt and is hauled in by Branham. He'll fling it up to Smith. Smith driving baseline, be knocked out of bounds by Cape Notre Dame. There is a number 0 in the game for Rogersville. He is not on any of our rosters. Three-pointer is nailed. Jack Sutherland with the tray. Inside to Dohan. Dohan getting smothered. It's stolen by Dane Smith. Branham slows it down, passing the timeline. Over to Watts. Watts to the corner. Looking around, dribbles and passes it to Smith. Now throwing it around. Sutherland will try again, and man, is he hot. Third three of the game for Jack Sutherland. He's up to 9. Foul.
His first personal foul, second team foul for the Wildcats. And welcome back to the
They say number, PA announcer says 0 is Jack Sutherland. Every roster we have says number 2 is Jack Sutherland. So his 3 from Colton Johnson is good, so I'll clear that up at halftime with him over there and make sure I got the right guys on here. So if any names are incorrect right now, I apologize. Just going off the roster. As foul was inside on number 2. Or 10 Bo Watts. So shooting 2 for Cape Notre Dame is number 5, Brett Dohan. First one is around and down, but here's the foul that they got on him. Reaching from Watts right there is what drew the call. Rebound by Rogersville. Full court press from Johnson. Up to Pettiford. He swings it out to Branham. And it is Dane Smith looking to the corner. Gonna around. Now looks over to Branham. Branham swings it around. 3-pointer once again.
Wow.
Another one. 12 points for number 2, 4th 3-pointer of the game. Man, is he on fire.
He simply can't miss right now, Brady. He's getting his open looks, he's hitting them all.
And I mean, if you're Notre Dame, at what point do you just face guard him? I mean, he's made every single shot from downtown. I mean, you got to step up at some point. So timeout, Logan Rogersville, 42-21. 1 minute, 44 seconds remaining. It has been all Chase Branham and his Wildcats. We'll be back after this break. Back from the timeout called by Logan Rogersville. 1 minute, 44 seconds remaining in this first half. Logan Rogersville's basketball is swung to the corner. Dane Smith tries one and it rattles around and out. Rebound from Pettiford, kicked out. Branham back to the corner. 3-pointers tried once again.
This ball movement by Rogersville has been killer. They've been getting open shot after open shot after open shot.
Yeah, and it's just so unselfish from them. They're always looking for the open man. No one's ever forcing something, it seemed like. And that's really the key to them being so dominant in this game so far and what will help them dominate the rest of this tournament and everyone they play. Rogersville gives it to Branham. Branham looked inside for Smith, and it was stolen away by the Bulldogs. Up to Dohan. Dohan, patience is a virtue, and he finishes at the rim. Look to the corner. Back out to Pettiford. Swung around. All right, Rogersville, 14 seconds left on the shot clock. They're working around the arc, and why not try another one? And he hits another one. I mean, can he miss? 5 for 5 from three-point land. That three-pointer's too strong. All right. Pass up. Will they get another buzzer beater? Pettiford tries this one off the back rim. 48-23. Rogersville leads at the end of this first half. We'll be back in 10 minutes in Sideline Report with Coach Schaefer.
Their stuff, they're good, and luckily we've had Sutton Shook got really hot, made a bunch of threes and spread it out a little bit, so gave us some comfort. So want to get us out of foul trouble as well. That helps. So we'll go back and try to do the same thing again.
Thank you. I love to hear it.
Thank you.
We had 5 students that worked in the ATOS that graduated that are now either working professionally in the entertainment industry or majoring in technical theater in some way. And I think that's a testament to the experience they had here. They enjoyed it, they saw themselves as valuable in it, their skill set was rewarded, and they knew they could do it at the next level, and so they moved on and moved up. And that's good. That's exactly what we want.
We believe that strong instruction, we can foster that through teaching studies. We can provide teachers with support that they need, or even just validation of the hard work that they are doing.
It builds their confidence because they may be thinking, oh, I want to try this, but I'm not really sure how that's going to play out with my students. I see when my colleagues do it and they see, oh, well, they've taken a risk and done that, then I'm going to go back and try it again. And it really does build their confidence, and they're proud of it. They own their own teaching and the learning of their students.
It can be nerve-wracking at times, but the benefits definitely outweigh that feeling. I think it's a great experience for everyone to be able to see their teams teach. You get some new ideas. You learn team members' strengths. It's just a really fun thing we do here at High Point, and I love it.
I feel like the benefit of teaching studies is that we work together as a grade level. I think it's awesome that we get to watch each other because it builds a bond within our grade level. We learn from each other and we build trust, and that's what we need as a grade level. We work together quite often throughout the week, and I feel like you have to have a team in order to succeed and make the kids successful here at High Point. Thought that you did a really good job today when we watched you in your teaching studies, because you broke down the problem and you asked them always when they entered the question, what do we know about the question, and like how are we going to find the answer. You underlined the question, you circled the numbers that were used, so they kind of broke it down so you knew the important parts.
So cognitive engagement is really who's doing the work. And we want our students to be critical thinkers, and a way to do that is to encourage their little brains using the power that they have to do the hard work.
In our teaching studies, through those observations, help develop their skills into what is cognitive engagement, what does that look like, and how can I grow to help my students grow. And that is, just like Mrs. Grant said, who's doing the work, who's doing the learning. And the goal is to help our kids be successful, and by helping teachers be successful, then our kids are successful.
I still have kids like in 3rd and 4th grade who remember the gingerbread. Oh, the gingerbread man went missing. And then my kids from last year will walk by and be like, oh, are you doing the gingerbread? And I'm like, yep, we're getting it done. So I actually got the idea from another teacher in Nixa when I was doing student teaching, and I just kind of rolled with it. She kind of told me about it, and then I just made it into a whole unit that we do. And we involve community helpers, and we do a lot of writing about it, and we read a lot of different gingerbread books and compare the different characters and what the gingerbread says and how the ending is.
The gingerbread man was looking for his class, but he lost it, and then he fell on a ball, and the coach found him.
Yeah, his toe broke off. The gingerbread's toe went off, so he went to the doctor to fix it.
Yeah.
We read like the classic gingerbread book, and then we bake them. I really like to bake with my kids, so I take every opportunity that I can. They get to use all of their senses when we're baking, so they get to smell the spices, and they get to taste molasses, which some of them liked and then some of them didn't like. They get to see like how the dough was white, and we added that extra stuff, and it gets turned into that brown gingerbread color. And then we read Gingerbread Loose in the school when they go missing, and that gives us ideas on what we can do to find our gingerbread people. And we make missing gingerbread posters and put up around the school. And then we tell them we put posters up around town too, so we'll see if anybody lets us know. And then we use that as the opportunity for firefighters to come in, and they say, oh, we saw your gingerbread people, and then they get to talk about fire safety and their jobs and how they help the community.
They ran away
But the principal was very mad at the salt and the Skittles on the ground.
the police officer saw the gingerbread man. He didn't catch it.
Or he just saw a poster on the road and he thought it was a real gingerbread man. I don't know.
Well, the fire safety is really important to me because some kids don't talk about that at home. So that's like the most important part about the firefighters coming. And then the police officer, just learning like the police officers are here to help us and to keep us safe.
The police officer, he saw one on the road,
Sitting next to the road. He's probably trying to find a place so he can stay there, and they make him a gingerbread house, and then they'll put posters up, and when he sees them, he'll run back into the class that's across.
I have so much fun doing it. I look forward to it every single year. It's really fun, and the kids always remember it and always enjoy it. It just helps to bring a little bit of magic back to kindergarten.
I've always kind of been someone that just likes to be a leader and everything, so I thought it'd just be a good opportunity to meet new people and help other people learn the school.
I'm a student ambassador, and I take kids that are new and come from different schools around the building and give them like a tour of like basically what the school looks like, how the drop-offs works, how the bus works, and just kind of make them feel like it's home.
Yeah, it is my first day. It's amazing. I love it. I didn't want to just have my first day and navigate all of this on my own.
You get to meet new people and that are cool and fun to hang out with, and you get a tour around the whole school like yourself. So like the stuff that you haven't seen, you get to see it.
It's a wonderful program. I feel like that it's really good for all these new students to feel welcomed, because I feel like, because I moved schools like a pretty good amount, and it's hard, especially on the first couple days. You can't find people, you don't know where to sit at lunch. I feel like it's just a good overall program to like strengthen the bond with our kids and teachers and everyone around.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe. Arvest Bank.
I'm Zoe Ward here at Nixa High School. I'm with Notre Dame coach. And what are your goals for the season?
Goals for the season is to continue to get better, and we believe in Galatians 6:9, and we continue to do good things at the right time. We reap a harvest, and we're hoping to be the best team at the end.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you, Zoe, with that interview from Notre Dame Bulldogs head coach Jeremy Brinkmeyer. Second half of the second game in this boys 2025 Nixa Invitational Tournament is underway. Rogersville leads Notre Dame 48-23 in a game that has been all Chase Branham.
Yeah, Brady. He got 17 and a half, Brady. Notre Dame had no answer for him. He got whatever he wanted. In the paint, behind the arc, at the free throw line, he had his way. I said before the game, Notre Dame's got to stop him. They haven't, and Rogersville's up big at half. We'll see what play Notre Dame comes out here. It'll be tough to all the way back into this one.
Yeah, and someone else who come out and really shook the game is Sutton Shook. He came in here, hit 5 threes, and he's been on fire. I don't think he's missed one. And he's changed the game for this Rogersville team. As Moore misses that one inside. Rebound from Lindowy is thrown up. Pass inside to Bonham. Now kicked out. Look inside to Dohan. Dohan gets the mid-range jumper to go, and we had a bit of confusion with our roster right before that whole first half, but we got it figured out. 0 is Jack Sutherland. Number 2, Sutton Shook. So we apologize for getting those incorrect. We've got that all sorted out now. Look inside to Moore. He just banks it right home. Now, look inside on the elbow. Another good pass. Finished at the rim from Dohan. And what a pass from Trenton Schumacher. Now, full court press from Cape Notre Dame is brought on. Inside is Pettiford. Trying to draw the charge is Dohan, but nothing will be called. The bucket is good to go. Looking around, finds Johnson. Now swung over to Lindowy into the corner is Dohan. He'll pump fake and move inside. Spinning around to Lindowy. It's to Bonham. Back out. Lindowy steps into the three-pointer, and he is short. Rebound from Pettiford up to Branham, and Branham all the way to the rack. He's up to 19, 1 point away from 20. Picked up his dribble and swings it over to Schumacher. Schumacher's guarded by Pettiford. He'll give it up to Lindowy, who had a dump off pass to Bonham, and Bonham will step back and miss the mid-range. Now the big man is running the floor for Rogersville. Back to the corner to Moore. Moore moves inside, puts up the floater, and it rattles around and down. Johnson thought about the three, but he'll move inside on Pettiford, splitting 2 defenders. Travel will be called on the attempt to go to the hole. There, 1, 2. I think he dragged the pivot foot.
I think kind of popped a little bit there at the end.
Pettiford gives up to both the Moores. Branham now dumps it off a corner. One more over to Pettiford. Dead on off the back rim, and I think that'll be a loose ball foul on Marcus Moore as Dohan looked defeated on the floor. Maybe a bit of an Oscar-worthy performance there. Three-pointer his first miss of the day for Sutton Shook. And foul called on Titus Moore. And there now, that one. His first miss of the day from behind the arc. What a game wrecker he's been. Dohan thought about the three, looks to a cutting Schumacher who gives it up to Bonham, tries to get it back to Schumacher, and I think Rog is figuring out this play that they're trying to run. Trying to feed it inside, dump it off to the short corners. Branham all the way to the hole and one. Yeah, lots of hands just coming up and hitting him, and he's able to finish through the contact.
He's up to 21 now. Yet to have an answer is Notre Dame for him. Free throw up. Just off the back iron.
No good. Rebound from Shook. Back out to Branham. He's in the corner. To Shook now. Swung over. Three-pointer. Flat. And rebounded. Now Notre Dame on the other end. Lindowy swung to the corner. Moving inside now. Tried to dump it off, and it's tipped around. Lindowy hits the deck, and a foul is called on Branham while he was trying to go for the ball.
Foul's called on Wildcat number 3, Chase Branham, his first personal foul.
Here's a look at it again.
Yeah, I mean.
I think that's just wrong place, wrong time for Branham.
Exactly, yeah. Nothing much you can do about that one there.
Lindowy. Left hand dribble inside, kicks it out. Now driving in aggressively to a cutting Dohan. Dohan can't finish with the floater. He's caught up in a tie with Pettiford, who kicks it to the corner. Now back out. Swung around the arc all the way to Dane Smith. Sutherland looks inside to Moore, and Dohan is all over it. Ball is thrown over near the scores table. And it'll be Wildcats basketball. Corner Shook from three. No good. Rebound Rogersville. And out of bounds. It will be the Bulldogs' possession. Over now. Top of the key. Steimel swings it back over to Harden. Harden moving through traffic, can't get it to go. Dohan tried another one, tipped around and handled by Pettiford, who gives it up to Watts. Watts to Moore now. Pettiford, good dump off inside, and reverse layup is good. Dane Smith.
Those are his first points of the night. Good to see him get on board.
And I mean, Rogersville obviously has had a good offensive possession after that first quarter, but defense, they've only allowed 10 points since the end of that first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, their defense just smothering them. Like, Notre Dame can't find anything to go with it. They're turning the ball over. Notre Dame's in the paint, trying to find somebody open. They pass it right to Rogersville. Like, Rogersville is just everywhere. They're too quick, essentially, for Notre Dame. They're smothering them. Notre Dame can't do a whole lot with it. Not handling it well.
There was a foul there. They got another look at it, just kind of all over him. Pettiford moves inside and kicks it out to Smith, back and tipped away by Harden, and Harden's got layup lines on the other end.
It's a great heads-up play, good steal. Good finish at the basket. Notre Dame's coming out with the full court press here.
And timeout called by Logan Rogersville. They are leading by 31 points.
And to say they have ran away with this since the first quarter is
an understatement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty close there in the first for just a second. I thought we were gonna have a game on our hands, but Rogersville stepped up a notch.
Yeah, started dominating on both ends of the floor. I already mentioned. Chase Branham obviously with 15. Sutton Shook, or that'll be Sutton Shook with 15. Excuse me. Chase Branham with, I believe, just over 20. So them two have taken over the game for Logan Rogersville. Now given to Pettiford. Pettiford spinning through traffic, kicks to the corner. Shook moving inside, back out to Pettiford. Swing to Watts now, corner to Smith. Smith hard through the lane, back out. Slowed down by Shook, look to the corner, three-point attempt. A short rebound by Moore, and Moore aggressively scores at the basket. Relentless down under is Moore. It's always been all game, not just scoring, rebounds. Johnson pulls up from the elbow, no good. Saved by Harden, but into the hands of Dane Smith. Smith gives it up to Pettiford, Euro stepping through the lane all the way to the hole. Every time, I swear. Now, Harden will spin around and lose control over. Around the arc is Schumacher. Schumacher walled off from Shook. Harden comes off the screen, running baseline, and he wanted a foul, but he'll lose control out of bounds. So Dohan checks back into the game for Notre Dame. Shot clock turned off, so 25 seconds left in this half. Rogersville has possession. It's Pettiford who gives it up to Sutherland in the corner. Swung around the arc to Shook. Shook will try a three-pointer, and he's short. Hasn't made one since he was 5 for 5. Now 2 seconds left. Dohan's got to get a shot up, and he won't. Smothered by Sutherland and Dane Smith. 64-29. Logan Rogersville Wildcats lead heading into this fourth quarter. We'll be back after this short break. Back from the break, just now joining us, I'm Brady Richard alongside my partner Dalton Herring, and this is a matchup between Rogersville and Cape Notre Dame that has been all Logan Rogersville ever since that first quarter ended. Moore swings it around to Watts. Moore drives in over to Shook. Swung to the corner, back into Watts' hands. Back iron, rebound from Sutherland. Is kicked back out to Pettiford. Pettiford, dead-eye from behind the arc. Swung to the corner. Lindewy was looking for a pass, and Pettiford has a wide open fast break, and he'll lay it up and in. And by the reaction of the bench, they're expecting a dunk. But he took the safe option. Three-point attempt is short from Ryan Boswell, handled by Moore now. Kick out, now corner is Shook. Shook pulls up for mid-range and smooth is how I would describe that. 17 points on the night for Sutton Shook now. Ben Roach, the 5'5" sophomore, checks into this game for the first time. Roach gives it up to Moore. Dump off pass back to Moore in the corner. He'll pull it from mid-range and is too strong, handled by Logan Rogersville. Lindewy loses the ball off of his foot and it'll roll out of bounds. Roche gives it up to Shook. Shook with a three in his face, or a hand in his face, sorry. Misses and the ball will sail out of bounds. Swung to the corner, look inside. Tried to dump it off and it's stolen by Roche, who will slow it down and move it up the court. Roche passes it over to Watts. Watts to Moore. Sutherland had it in the corner and thought about it, kept it in his back pocket. Moore moving around the arc to Shook. Shook finds Roche. Roche is in the corner. Trap brought on, looking for anyone. Shot clock winding down. They got to get a shot up. Moore will put it up and almost bounces in. Rebounded by Colton Landawee. Foul called on Moore, who was guarding Dohan on the other end. Halfway through the quarter, let's look at the replay on the foul. And just had the hands down. Colton Landawee will pass it in. For the Bulldogs. Look to the corner. And stolen. On the other end is Jack Sutherland. And here he is again with another steal. Gives it up to Roche. Roche to Sutherland in the corner. Inside, back out Roche. Wide open from three. Green bean. Out now. Blocked inside. Rebounded by Cole Evans, the 6'3" sophomore. Roche again for Rogersville gives it up to Evans in the corner.
That one just got airmailed right to the coach.
Good thing Coach Schaefer had his head up. Evans was looking for Sutherland. It was right over his head. Corner three. Off the top of the backboard. Rebound from Evans to Roche. Roche guarded by Landowy. Roche, Sutherland now. Roche gets the ball stripped by Landowy. Landowy moving in transition all the way to the rim. Fouled at the bucket by Luca During.
Well done creating contact there, drawing that foul.
Shooting 2 for the Bulldogs, it'll be number 31, Colton Landaway.
Second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Sutherland. Roche gives it up. Cross-court pass to Sutherland. Feed to the corner. Back to Roche. Sutherland from the three-point land won't go. Up the court, and wide open layup is missed from Steimel. And Roche will bring it up for the Wildcats. Roche gets it back. Moving inside. Now Evans over to Ring. Stripped away from Landowy. Landowy one-on-one with Roche and one. With the foul is Colton Landowy.
Clock might run out here on these free throws here. It's running clock as Logan Rogersville's up by so much. We got about 20 seconds left. The clock won't stop.
And Landaway will make the first, or make his only free throw to finish the and one highlight. And Landaway steals another one from Roche, goes up on the other end and off the front of the rim, kicked out. Three-pointer from Steimel's no good, and buzzer will sound. Game is over. Logan Rogersville takes down the Notre Dame Bulldogs, 76-35. It's a dominant win for the Wildcats. Leading and scoring was number 3 Chase Branham, and he will be our player of the game in just a few moments. We'll have an interview from him, but thank you for tuning in into this second game, this matchup between the Wildcats and the Bulldogs. Don't go around, or don't leave. We'll be back about 15 minutes with the next game between Park Hill and Marquette. Should be a good one. Interview with Chase Branham coming up next. I'm here with player of the game, Chase Branham for Logan Rogersville. Chase, you just seem to be off to a hot start from the very beginning. What was your mindset looking like coming in?
Just come in and dominate. I mean, my teammates are finding me everywhere. I feel like we play good as a team. So just come in, trust my teammates, and that's what happened. Got the win.
Yeah, and Notre Dame was hanging with you guys in that first quarter, but you led a kind of run that helped you guys pull away. What was that leadership role like in that?
I mean, I just told my guys, let's pick it up on defense, and I feel like we really did. We locked them up. I think they had 6 points in the second quarter. Just lock them up, get out in transition, and they found me, and that's it.
And what does this win mean to you and your team for the rest of this tournament?
A big win for sure. It gives us confidence going into tomorrow and to Saturday, so definitely a big win. Pick it up tomorrow and just keep rolling.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Fair game. Shoemaker dumps it off for the corner, feeds it inside to Moore. Moore working inside, right. Bulldogs pushing the pace on the other side. Spin move through the lane, good move inside, and he fit.
And that was a great move in the paint there. Quick finish.
Now to the corner, jab step inside, gets the Schumacher, excuse me. Branham with a quick three-pointer, and he looks to the corner to Branham once again, fadeaway shot. He wanted a foul. Rebound by Harden. Looks inside. Good pass. And right to
Notre Dame's going to have to stop him. They haven't had an answer for him so far as he's Rogersville's leading scorer.
Finds him over there. Kicks it out. Three-pointer. Pass out to Harden. Harden swings it over. Lindaweed will try one. And Lindaweed they pass the ball.
Yeah.
Corner three again.
Super high-powered team this year. And Notre Dame's sticking right there with them.
Buzzer beater three won't go. Tipped around, and that one's at the buzzer. And Pettiford moving in transition. Look to the corner to Branham. Branham steps in. So all sorted out now. Look inside on the elbow. Another good pass. Rebound from Pettiford up to Branham, and Branham all the way to the rack. Trying to feed it inside, dump it off to the short corners. Branham all the way. Watts to Moore now. Pettiford, good dump off inside, and Beck. And tipped away by Harden, and Harden's got, look to the corner, three-point attempt. A short rebound by Moore, and Moore. Smith gives it up to Pettiford. Euro stepping through the lane all the way. On the other end is back out Roche. Wide open from three.